condition after Yuletide. Residents give Waste Management Agency thumbs up.
Last year and this year is better off compared to last 3 years ago. Like 2022, Port Harcourt was very, very dirty. But now, I think people that are into that environmental, people that are handling that department, I think they are trying.
Experts canvass value reorientation among youth to strengthen national progress.
That in case we want to build the Nigeria that all of us desire, the youth must come out from their cocoon. The youth must bring the toga of disrespect down.
Burkina Faso junta for its coup attempt.
And thanks for joining us on the news tonight. I am Marian Vincent Oku, and I have Eunice Moses who will be bringing us the news translation in sign language. Eunice, good evening and welcome. Transmission of the news can also be viewed on our social media platforms currently showing on your screen. Like our page on our platforms to get updates of our news and programs. Be a patriotic Nigerian. Obey the law as excuse of ignorance is not an excuse. Now to the news in details. It is common to witness a surge in waste leading to dirt on streets and environmental concerns following festivities such as usually seen during the end of the year. However, the case is the reverse this year, as the Rivers State government, through its Waste Management Agency, has taken necessary steps to ensure prompt disposal of waste generated during the festivities. Nkiro Yejesi visited some parts of the metropolis and now brings us details.
Port Harcourt is one of the oil-producing states in the country and one of the major economic hubs and has been known for its greenery. Hence, it is called the Garden City. Over the years, due to the increase in population and development, the sanitary condition became a source of concern for residents, especially after festivities. However, this year appears to be different, as most parts of the metropolis visited by the NTA crew after the end of the year celebrations indicate that the sanitary conditions has improved. Others observe that keeping the state clean is a collective effort, urging the state government and relevant agencies to ensure a task force is established to put an end to indiscriminate dumping of refuse in the state.
I think this year, last year and this year is better off compared to last 3 years ago. Like 2022, Port Harcourt was very, very dirty. But now, I think people that are into that environmental, people that are handling that department, I think they are trying.
Compared to the previous years, yes, Port Harcourt is clean with the current government.
Concerning the neatness of the state, I think they did a very good job this year.
Managing Director, Rivers State Waste Management Agency, Dr. Ibinina Wukoma, emphasized the importance of effective waste disposal by residents. He urged stakeholders to desist from using scrap tillers in the disposal of waste. He alleged that using them wasn't the sanitary condition, as they dump refuse at unauthorized sites.
We know that the Christmas period and the New Year season is a period that is packed with activities, events and ceremonies, festivals, a lot of things. So there's also expected high volumes of anthologies of waste that will be generated at that time. As an agency, we anticipated this, and then we ensured that our service providers, they were not on vacation, they were around, they were working.
For many residents, the improved waste disposal is a welcome change after the festivities, with expectations that the tempo will be sustained in the weeks ahead, thereby improving public health and the overall outlook of the state. In Port Harcourt, Nkiro Onyejesi, NTA News.
Our conversations around Nigeria's future have once again placed young people at the center, with stakeholders emphasizing value reorientation as a key response to the country's daunting challenges. Development experts also believe that aligning the qualities of resilience and creativity of youths with strong ethical standards will accelerate progress towards national goals. Chide Veranya takes it from here.
Nigeria's youthful population has been described as having a potential demographic advantage, but experts warn that without deliberate value reorientation, the nation may struggle to achieve its long-term aspirations. At a time when unemployment, insecurity, and social inequality persist, analysts say the behavior, mindset, and choices of young people will significantly shape the country's trajectory. They argue that nurturing values such as accountability, diligence, and respect for national institutions is critical to converting youthful energy into productive outcomes.
It is very important, far more important, that in case you want to build the Nigeria that all of us desire, the youth must come out from their cocoon. The youth must bring the toga of disrespect down. The youth must come up and say we want to achieve development in the area of this new idea of bringing good orientation to everybody. And this is everybody's work. Both the church, both the school, both where we are working, at the community, and all. If we do that, I think we can forge ahead.
With the renewed agenda and policy and programs, looking at the revolution coming on board, I think it will go a long way to impact developmentally if the youth are well engaged in Nigeria.
According to youth development practitioners, programs that integrate value education with skills training have shown promise in steering young Nigerians towards productive livelihoods. They urged policymakers to scale up such initiatives and ensure they are inclusive and sustainable.
Youth will be engaged, people will be occupied, people will be busy, and social restiveness will be brought to minimal level.
We should not wait for white-collar jobs as youth. That is a mistake we make in Nigeria. Every youth is a potential entrepreneur. Therefore, they have to explore what they have and bring it to bear.
Observers argue that shaping the right values among youths is a collective duty that extends beyond government. They note that a conscious return to ethical conduct and civic responsibility will strengthen the nation's resolve to meet its development aspirations. In Port Harcourt, Chidiebere Onya, NTA News.
Nigeria's policy on drug abuse is shaped by laws, with enforcement agencies and drug regulators saddled with the responsibilities of coordinating, managing, and punishing offenders. According to the United Nations, Nigeria is grappling with a significant drug crisis, with drug use rate of 4.4%, resulting in millions of Nigerians currently living with drug use disorders. Stakeholders are therefore advocating strengthening of laws and borders monitoring to check the influx of illicit drugs in the country. Ijomo Weke, who spoke with some of them, expressed the dangers of drug abuse and its impact on Nigeria's economy.
Drug abuse is a serious issue that affects individuals, families, and communities. The use of illicit substances such as cocaine, cannabis, tramadol, among others, which are commonly abused, can have devastating effects ranging from physical, mental, and socio-economic issues. Promise Anele, a pharmacist and a counselor at the Rivers State University, speaks on mental health risks associated with drug abuse.
We only need to be a little more intentional in dealing with these issues, and if we must get it right, we get to the foundation of the problem. Part of it is that we have a chaotic drug distribution chain in Nigeria, where all manners of people trade and trade harmful products, and people are not seeing drug as a business item, which it ought not to be.
A case like that involved his father is late, according to him that he grew up with the mother, and the mother is a civil servant. Every time the woman received her salary, she would use it to drink. Before the money will finish, somebody out of pity, afraid of the father, took this boy, put him in the school. After drinking, this woman will come in trouble with this man.
All stakeholders who are worried over the increase in drugs consumption, particularly among youths and women, and its implications on family life, harp on advocacy in schools and strengthening of laws against drug abuse.
Every child that tread on the path of drug abuse has the life
Expectancy cut down is usefulness. There is what we call consequential family disruptions. So I believe that if we can do more advocacy, if we can strengthen our laws, strengthen all our regulatory agencies, it will go a long way to curb drug abuse in our nation, Nigeria.
Obedeke Kennedy is the Deputy State Commander, Operations and Training, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Rivers State Command.
We need collaboration from everybody. Nobody sells drugs from the air. You must come to society where people are going to buy the drugs from you. Somebody rent his house for you. We are selling drugs in that house. People are coming to buy from that community. Because it's available, people buy them. We go out every day. And like yesterday, we went out to the town to arrest a notorious Curtis drug dealer. And at the end of the day, his boys came out to attack us. But we were able to subdue them. He's in custody, and the drugs are out of the society. So on daily basis, we go out for arrest, and the attack on us does not deter us from doing our job because it's our core mandate. We are attacking the war head on without looking back.
As the ongoing reforms to drastically change the narrative is on, it is the hope of Nigerians that strict penalties will indeed serve as a deterrent to offenders. In Port Harcourt, Ijomu Beke, NTA News.
And driving under the influence of alcohol remains one of the leading causes of road crashes, injuries, and loss of lives. Road safety experts continue to warn motorists that alcohol impairs vision, slows reaction time, and increases the risk of fatal accidents. As authorities intensify efforts to keep the roads safe, drivers are being reminded that avoiding alcohol while driving is not just adherence to the law, but a responsibility to themselves and other road users. Ifoma Omisa takes it from here.
Such as drunk driving is essential to safeguard lives and property. Notably, majority of the accidents that occur are linked to excessive speed. Drunk driving exacerbates this problem, amplifying the risks.
Based on my own company, I know very well that they always caution us based on the area of being in steering and drinking, because we know very well based on the area of the people that we are carrying, we need to seek, I think, based on their lives, be at risk. So we are the driving, as a driver, we need to put everything in place as a good driver.
If we see them or catch them do that, they might go for a man. We might wipe them out from driving, but they know they are carrying some people and for life safety.
My own company, most times we invite road safety to train them. So we don't allow our drivers to take anything alcohol, especially when you're on duty or when you want to travel. So we have a law here. So if you drink, you will not drive.
Driving under influence under the Road Safety Commission Act makes it illegal for anyone to drive a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or any other substance that impairs one's ability to drive safely. Penalties ranging from fines, imprisonment, vehicle impoundment, among others, are attached to this crime.
As a driver, please do avoid the use of drugs during this period. And this slogan, as we normally say, if you are driving, don't drink. If you drink, don't drive. So we are advising the drivers, please avoid it. And the passengers, if you observe that the driver is intoxicated, please don't enter that vehicle. Don't enter and speak out. If it's a company that has fleet, go to the safety manager. Okay, this is what I've observed. Your driver, with him, I'm seeing is like he's drunk. Or if you, because you can smell this thing, you can smell it. Though, as a passenger, you will not have the breathalyzer or breathalyzer to test it. But we are doing that. We are testing, doing random testing once regularly to make sure that our drivers are not drunk and being the steering.
Drivers are advised to desist from driving under the influence of intoxicating substances to avert cases of crashes before, during, and after the ember months. In Port Harcourt, Ifoma Omisa, NTA News.
The Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Imam Suleiman Ibrahim, has congratulated Dr. of Olugbemisola Titilayo Odusote on her historic appointment as the first female Director General of the Nigerian Law School since its establishment in 1962. In a press statement issued on Tuesday, the minister described the appointment made by President Bola Tinubu as a landmark achievement for the legal profession and a significant milestone for women's leadership in Nigeria. Suleiman Ibrahim also expressed profound appreciation to President Tinubu for what she described as a bold, visionary, and inspiring decision that reinforces women's inclusion in national development. She noted that the appointment reflects the president's clear commitment to merit, equity, and the deliberate opening of strategic national institutions to capable Nigerian women in line with the Renewed Hope agenda. She described Dr. Odusote as a distinguished scholar, seasoned administrator, and accomplished institutional leader, noting that her decades of service, academic excellence, and progressive leadership within the Nigerian Law School have fully prepared her for the role. You're watching NJ Port Harcourt News at 7. We'll bring you more reports after this time. To stay with us.
To stab Satan on the chest is to praise God. Anytime you are praising God, devil is crying. One of the major weapons the devil uses is distraction. You have a great destiny that will bring light. You must come under attack. Because your destiny is carrying fruits that people want to block. When God wants to bless you, he allows some situation to come. I shall look unto the hills from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, of heaven. Put your trust on him, not on pastor, not on chance, not on secret works. He will disappoint you. Put your mind on God and he will keep you in perfect peace. You come under attack because of what God has for you. Nobody throws stone on an empty tree. It is the tree that has fruits that children throw stone on. If there's nothing exciting about you, you don't come under attack. So count it all joy when you are facing attack for his name's sake. But one thing you must have in mind, God can never abandon you. I don't know the problem you have entered here with. Today marks the end of that problem.
OPN, Dr. Jesus in Action. Dr. Jesus in Action. God is here.
Welcome to Spring Park Hotel, a place where comfort meets true class. Enjoy luxury rooms, fine dining, and a peaceful atmosphere designed just for your relaxation. With active security personnel, 24 hours power supply, and free Wi-Fi, your stay is safe, connected, and always convenient. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Spring Park Hotel gives you that perfect blend of warmth and sophistication. Spring Park Hotel is located at Plot 8 American Road, Umalogo, behind Royal House of Grace Church, Choba. For reservation, call 0802-942-3128. Follow us on Facebook at Spring Park Hotel or email springparkhotel2017@gmail.com. Spring Park Hotel, a feeling beyond words.
When trust comes, answer with purity, answer with Javan. Javan table water comes in 75 cl, 50 cl, and 35 cl. Perfect sizes for every moment of your day. From bottling to selling to stacking, every step is handled with care, so you enjoy pure, clean, healthy water in every bottle of Javan table water. Quench your taste with the purest water, perfect for any occasion. Get yourself a bottle of Javan at any store close to you, or find us at Pringles Avenue by Slamdon Entertainment along Airport Road, Port Harcourt Riverside. For supply, call us today on 0913-783-3941. Distributors wanted nationwide. Javan table water. Drink healthy, stay healthy.
You're welcome back. Burkina Faso's military junta announced that it had foiled what was described as a sophisticated plot to assassinate its military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traore. Security Minister Mahamadou Sanna revealed the details in a national television broadcast, stating that intelligence services intercepted the operation in its final stages. He alleged that the plotters had planned to assassinate the head of state and then strike other key institutions, including civilian personalities, alleging that the conspiracy was funded from neighboring country. Sana said authorities uncovered a leaked video in which the plotters discussed their intentions, including assassinating Traore either at close range or by planting explosives at his residence shortly after 11 p.m. local time on Saturday, January 3. The conspirators allegedly planned to follow up by targeting other senior military and civilian figures, mobilizing soldiers and civilian supporters, and destabilizing the country's drone launch base to prevent foreign intervention. Sana added that the situation was under control and urged citizens not to be misled out of naivety into dangerous schemes. The United States government under President Donald Trump's administration has expanded its visa bond requirement to cover about 38 countries, Nigeria inclusive. According to the latest report, the policy applies majorly to B1, B2 visas, that is, business and tourism visa applicants. Affected applicants by the latest development may be required to post a refundable bond of up to $15,000 before a visa may be issued. The report equally indicates that a said bond payment does not automatically guarantee issuance of the visa to the applicant. For Nigerian applicants, the requirement is expected to take effect from January 21, 2026. In a bid to sustain a cordial relationship with its host communities, SIAT Nigeria Limited organized a football tournament with mouth-watering prizes for winners. The final competition held at SIAT Football Field. GSS Ozuzu emerged winner against Community Secondary School Elele Alimini. Let's join Robinson Deretidy as he brings us details.
The SIAT Host Community Inter-School Football Tournament is the first of its kind by the company to help discover talents among the youths as well as entertain the people in this Yuletide. There are about 21 host communities under the SIAT Nigeria Limited, and different schools and teams competed fiercely at different stages for different prizes.
Football instills disciplines, teamwork, and respect, values that align strongly with those of SNL by supporting these competitions. We are not only promoting sportsmanship, but also investing in the future of our communities.
The final competition was fiercely contested by Government Secondary School Ozuzu and Community Secondary School Elele Alemini in the presence of dignitaries from the government cycle, communities, and the company's management. GSS Ozuzu emerged winner by 3-1 against Community Secondary School Elele Alemini, which clinched the second position.
What can I do? That's a ball, that's a goal! Good goal! The competition was fair. Winners were best without rapport. So we encourage them to do more. So we want to look forward to another exciting tournament next year.
In discovering talent, we are empowering the host community. Because if after their participation here, some organizations, some football teams that are higher than what they are doing today, they feel necessary to invest some of them. Wherever they go, they will remember SNL.
We want SIAT Nigeria Limited to keep what is happening today on. Let it be happening. And again, we have given them the maximum cooperation coming from the host communities. They should equally give us their own cooperation. We need their cooperation.
Meanwhile, Team Oporomi of Ikwere defeated Egwu of Iche 2-0 to take the third place. Robinson Garatede,
NTA News.
And up next is Sports Update with Gift Church as our guide.
Nigeria's women's rugby league team, the Green Falcons, have shown remarkable progress on the International Rugby League rankings after just 1 year since their formation. They have risen to 10th place worldwide in the latest rankings, up from 17th in mid-2025. The achievement follows their qualification for the final of the inaugural International Rugby League World Series in Canada, winning 3 senior international matches against Ghana in October and November in 2025, and becoming the first African nation to qualify for the Women's Rugby League World Cup.
It's the first time any African nation has reached this level and in the top 10 and competing with the best around the world. As a nation, we represented the Middle East and Africa region. The rugby league was another sport that we needed to strive in, and our national women's team are definitely doing that for us.
On the Africa Cup of Nations, the Nigerian Super Eagles will depart from the Moroccan city of Fez on Thursday and move to Marrakesh, where they'll face Algeria's Desert Forces in their quarter-final match on Saturday. The last time Nigeria and Algeria met at the Africa Cup of Nations was in 2019 at the semi-final stage, when a late-round Mahrez free kick gave the Algerians a 2-1 victory. Interestingly, Nigeria's first ever Nations Cup trophy came against Algeria in the 1980 Africa Cup of Nations in Lagos. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Football Federation has clarified that there are no issues between Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman following their match against Mozambique, with all players now focused on the quarter-final game against Algeria, scheduled for Saturday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time.
We have to prepare a big game against Algeria, so my dream now is to stay ambitious. My dream now is to have a lot of training session, very good, and the intensity and the aggressivity to prepare well this game.
In other quarterfinal matches, Mali will face Senegal, and 5-time champions Cameroon will take on host nation Morocco in Friday's fixtures, while 7-time champions Egypt squares up against defending champions Cote d'Ivoire for a place in the semi-finals. In the English Premier League on matchday 21, Crystal Palace will face Aston Villa, while the London derby will feature Fulham hosting Chelsea. In other matches, Brentford faces Sunderland, Bournemouth take on Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester City are aiming to maintain their title aspirations against Brighton, while Everton going up against Wolves, Burnley hosting Manchester United, and Newcastle facing Leeds United. With Sports Update, Gift George, NTA News.
And that, of course, is where we wrap it up tonight. But just before we go, a quick reminder that you can watch our news streaming live on our social media handles currently showing on your screen, like our page on Facebook to get updates of our news and programs. You can also watch all our news at NTA Port Harcourt on Star Times Channel 103. Well, thank you so very much indeed for watching. From us here, it's good night.